What is going on, guys? Welcome to an episode that I really didn't believe could even happen. If you guys have been following little PSA stuff before we get the show going, if you guys have been following me on Discord, you guys know this game crashes on me at startup now. So, just to kind of explain what happened, I was uploading cause onto Community Creations. The game crashed, and it wouldn't get past the loading screen. So I tried for one day, probably 50 times, tried to get in, kept crashing, reach out to 2K. 2K, they're looking into it, they're doing stuff. I sent them some videos showing them the stuff. They're working on it, haven't heard back from them in a day or so, but we're seeing if they could do some stuff. And then it dawned on me that maybe the problem is because I got in one time when it said there was a network error. So right now my PlayStation is offline, and that is the only way I've been able to get into the game. So the game is offline. What this means for us going forward or moving forward through these next few weeks before the new game drops, if I can't get online with this game, I can't upload or download or do anything with anybody's wrestlers. So there is no, hey, upload this for me, download that for me. I can't do any of it. Now, I've reached out to 2K to see if they could delete all my online cause that are in Community Creations. Like if they could just remove the cause from Community Creations to see if that fixes it. Haven't heard back from them, so we'll see. But we have figured out, obviously, how to get back in the game so the show can go on, which is exciting. Now, bunch of stuff going on here tonight. Lots of different titles on the line. We will see JP versus Rowdy Hunt. That rivalry getting renewed. Universal Television title will be on the line. Intercontinental title, Bama and Shawn Sanders. Women's Intercontinental Tag. We've been seeing these guys go back and forth quite a few times. Will the Walker sisters be able to get those titles back from the people that they're wrestling? And main event, Blaise McCoy will be facing off against Vipero. So, lots of stuff. Stick with the show while we move through it because there's a lot of stuff to get into. A lot. Right now, we know that Totes has taken the world title from the SSU.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Intercontinental Championship.
So we know that he's taken, and I'm going to call it their world title. They call it their universal title. I don't want you to get it confused with our universal title. So the SSU, it's their top title. Totes has taken that title and is holding it hostage until somebody can step up and take it from them. They are running a number one contenders match or contenders tournament over there to see who is going to step up and try to take that belt from Totes McGoats. But Frankie Two Fingers has it on good authority. Totes might be looking to make some decrees of his own. If you don't know, the person that holds the belt in the SSU can make decrees and control the SSU universe. Because Totes has that belt, can he make decrees that shape that universe over in the SSU? So, lots of stuff going on. Don't know what's happening, but what we know right now, Intercontinental title belt is on the line. Bama Boys will be going up against Shawn Sanders. So, and this is an interesting thing. You see Sean Sanders walking down with Rated R2K and JW Caliber. What's funny about this, these are 3 wrestlers whose contracts are going to be in question before too long. Are they going to side with the SSU? Are they going to side with TCW moving forward? We don't know what is going on. Samco, welcome to the show. Prime time. What is going on, my man? Welcome to the show. Matt Storm. Lots of TWO news coming here tonight. Welcome to the show. Eagle. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Welcome to the show.
Introducing the challenger. From Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, Palmer Boy! And his opponent, from the bottomless pits, weighing in at 244 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Primetime Sean Sanders!
Hey, what's going on, Hacksaw? Welcome back, brother. Hacksaw's got a match here tonight. So kind of some interesting things. We know that the TCW Special Series title belts have been split between the shows. Survival going to the Meltdown brand, and the Outlaw titles going to the Outbreak brand. So it's funny because almost all the champions were reversed. So you would have thought it might have gone the other way. Sean Sanders wasted no time getting after Bama, getting after a member of the Horsemen right now. And we have seen Sean Sanders, as of late, since becoming and beating Blaise for that Intercontinental title, really dominant in the ring. So kind of saw him get a start in the tag team division, but now holding on to the Intercontinental title belt, really starting to find his footing, really starting to make his way and figure some things out. Goes now, hooks the leg, 1. But it still remains a question with Sean Sanders. Is he going to sign the contract with SSU, or is he going to sign the contract with TCW? And look, before I hear this argument one more time, that somehow your wrestler is bigger than both the shows, so you're going to say on both shows, good news. No, you're not. And let me tell you why. If you are in any other E-Federation, they are in their own universe. What we're talking about doing now, and this is why we need a podcast for it, is putting the TCW, its own E-Federation, and the SSU, its own E-Federation, which will still be run by Jay Savage, will still be run by Totes, in the same universe. So yeah, you will be in one universe, but not on both shows. What it'll do is set up some really, really fun storylines, some really, really cool stuff. Nobody's ever really been able to do it, so we will see as we move forward if we can do it. Oh, look at that. Sean Sanders taking a little bit of time right there. Taking a little bit of time right there. And almost getting things turned around the other way. Bama almost getting them turned around. And remember, Bama Boy is a former world champion. So this is a really big match. Like, this is a chance for Sean Sanders But this is a time for Sean Sanders to kind of prove, yeah, look, he's got, oh, what a great move that was. Yeah, he's got the Intercontinental title belt. Yeah, he could be earning a shot based on his title reign as the Intercontinental title. And we would have some people argue that he probably earned a world title shot with his reign so far, but now getting to prove it in the ring against a former world champion. Can he do that? So this title defense a lot bigger than it might seem. And so far, you know, we got to say, holding his own, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm really glad that you're here, Primetime. Really glad that you're here. And guys, if you choose like the SSU route, if you choose the TCW route, neither Totes, Frankie Two Fingers, neither Totes or Solo are going to be like, oh, I can't believe they did that. No. It's all part of it, and that doesn't mean you'll never wrestle in the TCW again. That doesn't mean you're not going to be seen on TCW programming. That doesn't mean you're never going to wrestle for the SSU. That means we got some super, super cool storylines coming. 1, 2. Almost getting the win right there. Shawn Sanders getting ready to set it up. Prime time inbound. Picks him up. And right back down. Hooks the leg, and that might be it for Bama. What a huge title defense by Shawn Sanders.
Here is your winner, and still Intercontinental Champion, Primetime Shawn Sanders.
So you start looking at this stuff, just like I've been talking about, but you start looking at the title defenses of Shawn Sanders, and we're talking some pretty next level stuff. You know what I mean? Shawn Sanders trying to bring some stability back to the belt. He has beat Blaise McCoy for it, beat Rowdy Hunt. Yeah, the second most world titles in the history of the TCW, but beats Rowdy Hunt, beats Robbo, a former Universal World Champion, and now beats Bama Boy. Like, I'm just telling you, like, if that hasn't earned him some consideration for the world title, like, I don't know what would. Like, how much better of a run could you have with the Intercontinental title belt and to get a shot at the world champion? And then look, tonight you got Blaise getting his shot at the world title, at the Outbreak world title here tonight against Vipero Jr. What happens if Blaise ends up winning? Will that end up setting up another shot? Maybe Shawn Sanders gets a shot at the world title with Blaise as the world champion. Maybe it's Vipero. Who knows? But absolutely crazy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal World Television Championship.
So, while JP was supposed to be coming down in this match, but we see the TWO music playing, like, don't know why that would even be. What? What is going on? Matt Storm, the current Outlaw champ, won't be after tonight, but the current Outlaw champion from the Meltdown brand, Chillivac from the Meltdown brand, Digital Dogs from the Meltdown brand, and now JP joining the ranks of the TWO to put the Universal Television title belt on the line. What does this mean, and how is the TWO in this ring right now at Outbreak? I know one thing's for sure, we just got more questions than we did answers, but JP coming down, brand new look, brand new TWO look, almost going back to his days of the Syndicate. And the TWO out in force here tonight. And look at Rowdy. Rowdy's like, he doesn't even care. He just come down by himself. Rowdy just coming off the win of the monthly Royal Rumble. So Rowdy will get his shot at the next monthly Royal Rumble at the Universal World Champion. Rowdy, the leader of the Horsemen, we just saw the TWO expand. Are we going to see an expansion or an addition to the Horsemen? Horsemen been running around with 3 people for a while. They did drop the 4 Horsemen. They will still raise those fingers up. To let you know, but we could have 3 Horsemen, 2 Horsemen, 5 Horsemen, like we don't know. But Rowdy, the leader of the Horsemen, and we just saw Eagle Star and Bama Boy in the last match. Can Rowdy bring home a title here tonight? Can Rowdy get the Universal Television title back? You know, we look at the history of the Universal Television title. Rowdy had the longest reign as television champion. Well, see, that's the only other kind of...
Introducing the challenger. From Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 306 pounds, the All-Star Classic Champion, the final champ, Rowdy Hunt.
We do know this is the worst town Rowdy's ever been in.
Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 203 pounds, the Universal World Television Champion, the All-American JP.
JP still sporting that We the People tattoo, still All-American, but now a member of the TWO. And it's absolutely crazy because we now see the debut. We just saw him last night in a tag team match in the SSU, not sporting any TWO attire, and then shows up here tonight with the TWO attire on. Ready to do business, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because we have seen, oh yeah, look, right away, Matt Storm getting involved and allowing JP to do JP things. And Rowdy came down here, no support from the Horsemen. He's got his manager down here. But this is the kind of thing that the TWO does. And it's starting to make a little bit of sense. You're talking about the TWO stands for Total World Order. What is that going to mean moving forward? Are we going to start seeing the TWO in the SSU? I don't know, but if it means Total World Order and the SSU is in the world now, we'll have to see. But yeah, Prime, that is kind of what it comes down to. Which way do you go? You know what I mean? It's a big decision. It's a big decision to be made. And really, we're looking at only a couple people out there that have to make the decision. You know what I mean? But the neat thing is, as we start moving towards these next few weeks, as we start getting closer for us for Season 8. As we start to get closer, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of questions answered on a lot of things. Like, what's JP going to do? What's Matt Storm going to do? They're in the TWO. What does that mean? Digital Dogs in the TWO. What does that mean? I don't think we've ever seen Chilliwack on SSU programming, right? Oh, you didn't know? 2. Now, we've seen JP come out on top of most of these, but his Rowdy and his newly named finishing move, now that is the Rowdy recliner. But are we going to see the dirt nap here tonight? Rowdy wisely knowing JP probably not going to be the one to tap. Probably not going to be the one to do it. Now Rowdy picking up JP, and look, typically JP dominates inside the ring. Typically, like JP, you don't want him inside the ring. You want to get him outside the ring. Rowdy can't even believe it. Rowdy can't even believe it. Jimmy Hart telling him to finish him right now. Oh, that's Rowdy's old finishing move. Is that going to set something up? Matt Storm getting up, doing something. Oh, look at this. JP saw it coming. A little telegraph from Rowdy. And now JP turning things around. Thought we were going to see the TWO really get even more involved. Oh, if he can hit the big red button right here, he may have just retained the title belt. Is Rowdy going to stop it? No, he does not. Big red button. The nuclear codes have been engaged. Oh, what is this? You know, we have seen for a long time where we believe the Horsemen had the referees in their pocket. And did you see how slow? Did you see how slow that count was? You would have expected the TWO to have the referees in their pocket. Oh, TWO trying to get Rowdy disqualified. Oh, going for the thing. JP steps back. Is he going to hit it again? Oh, thought he was going to push that big red button again. That big, red, beautiful button. And now JP looks like he sees the crack in the armor, but this is not where I'd want a Horseman. Then again, this isn't where I'd want a member of the TWO either. So who knows? We've seen JP be very successful on the outside of the ring, but usually if Rowdy can get you on the outside, he can end your night pretty quick. And remember too, JP's got the champion's advantage. Oh, right. Referee up to, yeah, JP rolls back in, says whatever. Oh, trolling Rowdy on the outside. I think Rowdy sees it. Gets back in, JP waiting on him. And stays in control of the match. JP just sitting inside waiting on Rowdy. Does a little taunting to him. Rowdy jumps back in the ring, and now JP setting up for it again. If he hits it, it's got to be over. If JP can hit this, he will make his transformation to the TWO complete. 1, 2, 3, and JP comes out on top.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal World Television Champion, the All-American JP.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Starting to see all kinds of things coming from him. Winning this title belt from Vipero. Going on to beat Drew Hawthorne. And now, sticking around to beat Rowdy yet again. I mean, these guys have gone back and forth. One of the more interesting things, though, is a long time ago, when you go all the way back to the beginning, there was a time when Digital Dogs and JP used to tag together when they were with the Bikers. They had that huge falling out. JP left and went to Raven's Flock. They have battled back and forth here and there, but now coming back together, and it kind of makes you wonder, both personalities, Digital a little bit more reserved. Maybe JP, and I don't know for sure, but maybe JP now is leading the TWO. Maybe this is the bridge that was happening. The bridge, you heard about it in solo season, you heard about it here, that JP was talking with the back channels, and we thought he was talking to Totes McGoats. Totes never really came out and said that he was. And now, JP joining the TWO, it appears that it was Digital Dogs he was talking to. It was Digital Dogs that he was making that bridge with. What does this mean for the Total World Order moving forward? Are we going to see them in the SSU? Are we not going to see them in the SSU? Did JP make his decision to stay in TCW? Did he make a decision to go to the SSU? Like, who knows? But absolutely crazy things happening right now. Now, we knew that Valhalla was recruited by the Road Warriors, by these ladies' dads, to be their manager, to kind of have their back. We haven't seen a lot of her, but sometimes we see her come out, apparently when the schedule permits. And Valhalla walking down the Road Warriors 2.0, the daughters Spider and Falcon, the daughters of Hawk and Animal. These ladies have only ever been beat one time, but they have never been beaten in a title match. So your current Universal and current Women's Intercontinental Tag Team champions, the Walker Sisters, going to be trying to get those title belts back here tonight. Only the Intercontinental title is on the line tonight.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Samantha Walker and Stephanie Walker, the family. And their opponents, the Women's Intercontinental Tag Team Champions and the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Falcon and the Spider, the Road Warriors.
It's really interesting because we have seen how dominant Spider and Falcon are together. We've never seen them in a singles match, so we don't even know if they've got the ability to do that. Like, it's quite a different outlook. Like, we look at a Sean Sanders. Sean Sanders tag team with Draven Payne for a while, known as the Assassins. So we just assumed that that's what he would be. And they were good. For a little while, they were very good. And then it seemed like people started to figure out what they were doing. Sean Sanders didn't think Draven was holding his weight. Draven getting released from the TCW. Sean Sanders, instead of finding another tag team partner to keep the Assassins going, goes his own way, gets into singles matches. Starts doing very well in the singles matches. Kind of hanging around the TCW Special Series title belts and then getting his shot at Blaise McCoy. And look, ends up beating Blaise for the Intercontinental title belt. Then since then, has been making a list. It's like a who's who of world champions that are trying to get after. They're like, oh, easy target. This guy's never won a world title. I've won multiple world titles, so we're going to go after and try to get the Intercontinental title belt, and he just keeps fending them off. He just keeps doing his thing. So absolutely crazy. Oh! Walker sisters not exactly on the same page right there. And Falcon was for a moment. Looked like she was going to fight through there and get things going. And look, Walker sisters right back in the swing of things, right back in sync with each other. Huge elbow. And again, Walker sisters, the only tag team to beat Falcon and Spider. So can they do it again? Oh, what's Valhalla doing? Valhalla's getting in there, and she's like, hey, let me get in there and talk it over. Now, that might have distracted Falcon a little bit, so don't know that was the best move, but we'll have to see. Guys, remember, I haven't even done it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, and most importantly, share the video. There's a lot of important things you can do. You can become a member of the Bark Squad. That's huge. You guys don't even know how much that helps out the channel. You can buy tickets. You can do a lot of things. But sharing the video at this point, one of the biggest things that we could do to let people know, hey, we're out and about. We're doing our thing. You know what I mean? Get in here. Become a part of this amazing community. And get involved with the show. Walker sisters right now kind of wisely not allowing Falcon to get back out of the match. So, like, doing a very, very good job of keeping her in the ring and focusing on one person. Is that going to pay off? Because the flip side of that, if Spider does get in this match, she is going to be very, very well rested. Stephanie now back in the ring doing her thing. Getting things rolling in that direction. I just got it shared out myself. Like, can't believe I didn't share it out. I do that sometimes, though. Our community usually does a great job of getting the word out and letting people know. Again, Samantha, the eldest Walker sister. What was that? Like to call that a little glitch in the matrix right there. But finally, Falcon able. Oh, had a little strike one moment there, but not a strike two. Hit a line drive right off the chest of Samantha. And now Spider showing you where she gets her attitude from. Like, obviously, you know where she gets it from. Oh, trying for a little quick pin. I'm shocked that there was even a 2 count involved in that. Oh, that is not what Falcon needed. I can promise you that. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And look at that. You can tell Daughters of of Hall of Fame wrestlers just reaches over, says, I'm not even going to waste anything getting, like, doing the kick out. I'm just going to reach over and grab the rope. Keeps pulling some Trick City Noodles on Stephanie Walker, but Stephanie finally catches up and she's like, I'm out. I'm out. Not having it. Let me get out of here. And you can see how long it's taken for Falcon to get back to her feet. So absolutely wore down right now. And another tag team move incoming from the Walker sisters. Falcon trying to roll out of the ring. Samantha, little hooty-hoo, want to get over there and meet her halfway. And right on to that solid cobblestone. So, you know, you look at some of the arenas, they'll have that thin rubber mat, but in this arena, there is no mat on the outside. There is no give on the outside. So you talk about the great equalizer. This arena is the greatest equalizer on the outside of that ring. And Falcon's starting to come back. Now, we have seen the Road Warriors absolutely dominate matches, but we have seen as well them get dominated, take all the punishment from the other wrestler, and then win the match. Oh, that is a huge clothesline right there. You wanna start catching right back up. Let Spider get in and do her thing, you know what I mean? Valhalla's like, just put these ladies away. Can't even believe that we're still in the middle of this stuff. Oh! Oh, they went for the double team, but you can see right there, Samantha getting fired up, and it completely threw off the timing of the Road Warriors. And Samantha's showing you some power moves of her own. You know, we said that Spider, the freshest wrestler in this match, but after these series of moves, I do not think that might be true anymore. I think Samantha caught her up really quick, and there you go. There you go, right on the scunion of Samantha, gets whipped back into the ropes. And you can see how much slower Spider is moving right now. And it's their finisher. Tag team finisher, hooks the leg. 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and it's like I said, like, I don't know how you beat these ladies.
Here are your winners, and still Women's Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, the Spider and the Falcon, the Road Warriors.
These ladies still undefeated in title matches. They've been beaten in a non-title match, and they were beaten by the Walker sisters. But in title matches, they have not been beat. And it looked, the Walker sisters absolutely dominated that match. And it looked like that's how it was going to be. But that should show you. You go back and you watch the film of the Road Warriors. You watch a film of their dads. They could take a lot of punishment. The teams thought, oh, we got them. We got them right now. And then the Road Warriors would put them away. So absolutely crazy. Now, you want to talk about two who could become, like Monica Monroe, already a hardcore legend in her own right. But Nikita Walters, that's where she's heading. You look at her brothers, the big guys. Nikita Walters is on her way, or trying to become a hardcore legend in her own right. And so these two getting in the ring together, gonna be nuts. Ladies of
The
Doom.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Berlin, Germany.
So Monica making her way down to the ring right now. You know, she came into the ring a while ago, and now kind of one of those, oh, look who's waiting for her. And right off the steel steps, the match hasn't even started. The match won't start until they can make it into the ring, but Nikita Walters, knowing that she is going up against a hardcore icon, knowing that that's where she wants to be at, is willing to do whatever it takes, and sometimes that is what it takes to get to where you're going. Nobody accused any hardcore wrestlers of playing by the rules, so right now just proven that she wants to be in that realm. Now, Monica still sitting in her entrance attire. The bell is rung and immediately goes in to a submission hold. Now has the arm. You're wondering, like, hey, is she going to take off the jacket? She probably doesn't care whether she takes it on or off or not. Monica's like, I'll fight you anywhere. But takes off the jacket finally, throws it on to the outside. What is going on? ESMW, welcome to the show. And now Monica's showing you, like, exactly why she is who she is. And I think Nikita Walters starting to get a dose of it, starting to get a taste of it. But every time we've seen Nikita Walters in matches, she has really, really been doing well as of late. We haven't seen a lot of her, but now starting to see more of her. Can she keep that up? Of course, we know Monica always doing well, so it'll just be interesting to see if they can keep it up or not. No title belts on the line, but we don't need title belts on the line to understand the gravity of this situation. We know what Nikita's trying to do. And remember, Nikita's the one that came out and kind of did a little sneakity-deekity, little sneak attack on Monica, but Monica recovering quite nicely. Oh, we just said she recovered quite nicely, but Nikita was fired up, and Monica using that emotion against her. Yeah, I try to remember that all the time. Sorry about that, Smokey. Yeah, it's cold here, too, in Bama. Oh, now going for the pin. Is this going to be it? I mean, we've seen some big moves go against Nikita, but Nikita able to kick out. And remember, too, a little bit later on tonight, her brothers will be putting the Intercontinental title belt on the line against American Alpha 2. Oh, that is her finisher off the second rope. 2. And how did she kick out of it? You can see how pissed off Monica is right now. Not only did she do the stomp, but she did the stomp off the second rope. And that's the crazy thing. Monica can hit you with that stomp 4 different ways. She can hit that stomp 4 different ways out of nowhere. Sometimes you don't even realize she's about to do it. But again, going right back. And you can see where Monica's got those claws on her gloves. It almost looks like she has scratched the eyes of Nikita Walters a little bit. And probably did, because I think we're starting to see a little bit of blood now kind of coming down from the headband that Nikita wears. And I think Monica was getting ready to set her up for something, but then it's like, no, she's a little bit out of position, changed her mind, and slowed things right back down. And even though that's not the stomp, just look at the face of Nikita Walters. Like, when you step in the ring with Monica Monroe, you know you did it. You know you stepped in the ring with Monica.
Here is your winner.
So it looks like Monica will be the next one to get a shot at whoever the Universal Women's title holder is. When we look at the Hardcore Championship, Sid B at the next Wednesday Night Wars. Will it still be Sid B? We don't know. That's what I mean. But she will be getting the shot at the next Wednesday Wars against the Women's Universal Hardcore Champion. Yeah, I'm telling you. Best women's division in E-Federation. That's what I'm saying. Now, a relatively new title, but the only person to ever hold the women's TCW Intercontinental title, Phoenix. Phoenix has been able to defend this title belt 3 times. And again, the only one to win it. She's beat Monica Monroe, which we just saw.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
She has beat Lexi Hart twice and beat Sky Scott. So now going up against a former Women's World Champion, Rebecca Dawn will be making her way down. And look at the new foundation. Look at their brand new emblem the new foundation has. Absolutely phenomenal. The Outlaws have a brand new. You got the Outlaws, but it's the Yellow Brick Road, her and Ozzy. So the Outlaws coming up with their own unique tag team emblem. And the new foundation having their own Sentinel, though, walking Rebecca Dawn down to the ring. Becky getting ready to get a shot. Can she become only the second lady to ever win the Intercontinental Championship? Oh, watch out, 80s dancing coming right there. I thought they were going to go old school. Yeah, that's something we could do too, you know what I mean? Get a little interactive here going on. You know what we could do? Instead of asking who do we think's going to win, we could actually start coming up with some different things. Like, who do we think will hit their finisher first? Or who do we think will go for the pin the 3rd time? And look at this, the Thrill Seekers coming out in force. Brand new look for Mimi. Brand new look at the Women's Outlaw Championship. But the Thrill Seekers coming out with their own things. Mimi coming out with her own thing. Phoenix coming out with their own thing. But these ladies, like, they get each other fired up. So by the time the match starts, I feel bad for whoever's on the other side of it. They get each other ready for the match. What is going on, Blaise? Welcome to the show. Sort of. I'll tell you how in a minute.
Introducing the challenger. From Chesapeake, Virginia, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn. And her opponent, from the fifth dimension, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Indestructible Fenwick.
So because it would crash at the startup screen, it loaded up one time on accident when I couldn't communicate with the 2K servers. So what I did, I turned my PS5 off, turned the internet off, so it's not connected to the internet, and it works that way. If I connect it back to the internet, it crashes in the startup screen still. Because I don't stream from my PlayStation, I stream through Streamlabs. I don't need my PlayStation to be on. I just need it to work. And because of that, we're able to continue to do shows. So, super lucky that that happened and we figured that out. I've got 2K. I asked to see if they could delete all of my cause off of, not off of my game, but off of Community Creations. Like, remove all my uploads off of Community Creations because I was in the middle of uploading a call and I can't even remember which one when the game crashed and then would crash from the startup screen. What's weird about it, I have another account on the same PlayStation, and when I go into that one on that account, the game starts up just fine. So yeah, that's how we got it to work. But right now, Rebecca Dawn trying to become only the second woman to ever win the Intercontinental Ladies Tag Team title, but Phoenix wanting to stay the only one. Right now, very exclusive belt. There's only been one winner, and it's been Phoenix. Also really starting to dig the new look of Mimi. Really kind of changing her look up, kind of giving her a fresh look. Fresh coat of paint. But what that also means is I can't download anything or upload anything for anybody. So if you saw Mimi, who is not uploaded that way in Community Creations, I can't upload her for you. If you say, hey, Totes, download my new character, I can't. But it also gives me the hope for the future. In 2K26, I shouldn't have an issue. There shouldn't be an issue. Like, this issue should be, if I'm right, it should be directly related to my saved file with 2K25. Yeah. I didn't even read that before I wrote. I didn't read that before I said what I said. But yeah, that's what I believe is happening. So the workaround, if you still want to play your game, if you don't want to try to recreate everything, is disconnect your PlayStation from the internet. I just turned off the connection, and now I'm able to start it up and use the same file. Like this is the same save file that is corrupted that I can use, no problem. Matter of fact, it doesn't crash at any time now, and it was crashing anytime I'd go in and try to use the deletion tool. It'd take me 2 or 3 times to actually get in to use the deletion tool. So it's crazy. Look at these two going back and forth. You've got 2 world caliber women in the ring right now. Rebecca setting up for it. Can she get it in? She does. Do we have a brand new champion? 1, 2. And Phoenix able to kick out. And 2. Yeah, listen to the crowd. Oh. You look at that finishing move, and now you're about to see it again. But you look at that. Oh, this time Phoenix stops it, knowing that the end could be near. Able to get out of the second chance finishing move. And now Phoenix wrestling. And wrestling a little bit desperate, knowing what is on the line. Oh, what was that? And here we go. Can she get it in? Rise from the ashes. Bam! Did she just retain her title? 1, 2. And you want to talk about kicking out with some authority after a finishing move. Yeah, we're not worthy. Phoenix now trying to set up for it again. Can she get it in? No! Oh! Reverses it. Reverses the rise from the ashes. And I thought we were going to see a new champion right there. What a crazy reversal. Now going back old school with the chops. Went with a huge overhand right. Step back from the roundhouse. And a huge wheelbarrow DDT. Phoenix trying to get back to her feet, knowing again the end could be near. Like if she stays on the ground, would she be able to kick out right now? And Becky kind of smelling the blood in the water. Oh! And Phoenix, look, she is doing everything she can right now. But it is too late. And that might be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Rebecca Dawn becomes the second Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Here is your winner and new Women's Intercontinental Champion, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
Rebecca Dawn becomes the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, of course, 4-star match, but becomes the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Her tag team partner, Ozzy, the Outbreak World Champion. So even though these two aren't holding on to tag team title belts right now, I'd say they're having a very successful singles run. So absolutely crazy. And could we see the world champion and intercontinental champion go after those tag team title belts? Could they go after the intercontinental tag team title belts? That would be nuts. Right now, we just saw the Road Warriors defend those belts here tonight. They're undefeated. Would it take an intercontinental champion and a world champion to get the win on them? Maybe. I mean, the more I hear it, the more I hope management books that match. I'd like to see it. But now we have a number 1 contenders match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Hart.
But from time to time, we have seen management do this thing. Look at the brand new Hart Foundation. Unique Hart Foundation logos. But from time to time, we have seen them do a match out of nowhere. Neither one of these ladies has ever won a world title. Neither one of these ladies has ever won an intercontinental title that would give them the shot at the world title. But management giving these two ladies here tonight, because they've been hot, they've been doing the things that they need to do, they have been winning matches, giving these two a shot to earn a world title shot here tonight. And Lexi just letting the crowd know right now what time it is, that she is going to win this match, and she is going to step up and do something her sister couldn't do faster. We know recently Bobby Hart, after 7 seasons, finally won a world title. Lexi in her second season.
Sweetwater, Texas, Scott.
Lexi trying to do it in 2. And then we look at the Indie Federation sensation, Sky Scott, signing with the TCW in her first season. If she can beat Lexi here tonight, could earn a shot, or would earn a shot at the Outbreak World Championship. Now, the bad news for both of them is Ozzy holds that championship. Ozzy is the one holding the Outbreak World Championship, and she is the greatest women's wrestler in TCW. So, just winning her 10th world championship belt. So, this is only step 1. Step 2, actually winning that title from the likes of Ozzy. Even harder, but look, Lexi getting right after it. What is going on, Raymond Jones? Welcome to the show. Oh, look at this. Sky picking her spot. And yeah, she might be new, and we keep saying this, she might be new to TCW, but not new to wrestling. Very successful wrestler in the indie scene. Trying to get a foothold here in the TCW, and recently, in the last couple matches, really starting to see the success finally come her way. First 5, 6, 7 matches didn't go so well, but now she is starting to see some success. Can she parlay that success against another red-hot wrestler right now? Lexi Hart, really, every time she gets in these single matches, has been on another level. The only belt she's really coming up short on, where she hasn't been able to do it, and again, kind of follows in Bobby Hart's footsteps in this case, unable to win the Intercontinental title belt. Had 2 shots at it, unable to do it, but could skip all of that if she could get a win here tonight. And what a, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, if you didn't know if it was awesome or not, the crowd will tell you. The crowd is down, doing the thing, letting you know. Sky Scott finally starting to get a little bit of wind back in ourselves. Finally starting to get a little bit back in control. So who knows when this could happen. This isn't, that poll question's not who's going to win. Who will be the next one to do a pinning maneuver? Lexi Hart or Sky Scott? Get your answers in now. It could happen in the very next move. We don't even know. And you can see right now Lexi a little bit faster, which is kind of throwing Sky off a little bit, but Sky a little bit stronger. You know what I mean? But if Sky can get in a couple moves here, and that's not to say, you know, you look at power, Lexi's probably the most powerful wrestler for her size. But you start looking at the power and the size thing, and oh, that might be it. If you guess Sky Scott was the next to do a pinfall, you guessed right. And Lexi wisely getting back around, but this goes to what I was talking about. It doesn't take that many moves for Sky Scott to catch back up. Oh, look at this. That is 3 big power moves, and Lexi might have landed on her face a little bit wrong. She might have taken that mat face first on that. And Sky right now giving it everything she's got, trying to put Lexi away, but oh, wow. Wow, second rope body block right there. But Lexi has got to find a way to get back in control of this match. And now she's going, can she get her to tap? You know that every one of the Hart sisters has the sharpshooter in their repertoire. Or from the South, the repertoire. You're welcome. But Lexi Hart getting a lot faster, or getting a lot closer, getting a 2 count right now on Sky. Now Lexi's setting up for it. Oh, got the rope break. Did that move way too close to the ropes. Oh, and she walked her back out to the center of the ring. I thought she was going to set her up for a big slam again. Instead, Sky able to flip it around and putting all her weight on her. But only a 1 count. I would have thought that that was going to be the match right there. And still does not tap out. Sky getting it reversed back around. Oh, and that's got to be it. The Blue Sky Slam coming at you. And she doesn't go for the pin right there. And I think that is going to end up, when you look at it, that might be a mistake. I think she might have been able to win the match right there, but instead has the match continue. Lexi now following her to the outside of the ring. Is this a plan by Sky Scott? Right now it does not appear to be. I think Sky is a little shaken up and might even be realizing the mistake she made. Oh, but caught Lexi riding dirty right there. Huge elbow to the top of the head. That usually sets up the Blue Sky Slam, but look, she's not even waiting around this time. 3, and Sky Scott just earned a shot at Aussie and is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, Sky Scott.
You know, you might be wondering, like, hey, why did management put her in? But you can see, really took a lot of offense from Lexi Hart. Lexi really getting after it, and it's not like Lexi's still, yeah, she's faster than her in this match, right? But you can see those chops absolutely doing damage. You can see the shots to the body absolutely doing damage. Sky Scott able to absorb that punishment, stay the course, hit a couple really big moves, get things set back up, almost made the mistake. Like she hit that blue sky slam twice, then finally hitting that big elbow and then putting it on. What is going on? Eagle Star, welcome back, brother. Wee Man, welcome to the show. Made it back just in time. Like I believe, not this match, but the next match, Eagle is going to be in. But right now, we saw Brutus and Wade War Walters. They were either going to win the titles, the tag titles, or be retired. That's how serious that last match was for them. And now the brand new badging, the brand new logos of American Alpha 2 getting shown off right now as they make their way down to the ring. Look at that, American Alpha 2. Love the new logos right there. They got a couple others as well, but I love the logo. Guys, remember, while we got some time, drop the like, subscribe, share the video. Really share the video. Go share it out to everybody you know. Make sure they know we're live. Get them in here. Get them enjoying the show. But American Alpha 2 kind of showing off the new logos here tonight. Is that, though, going to parlay into them winning these Intercontinental Tag Team title belts? Nikita Walters walking her brothers down to the ring. The largest tag team. You're looking at the second and third largest guys, and the Walter brothers showing off their brand new logos as they make their way down to the ring right now as well. Looking a little bit more streamlined, looking a little bit more in the now. Will they be able to start dominating the tag team division like everybody believed they would 4 seasons ago? Is it their time?
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Intercontinental Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 449 pounds, Gray and Cowboy Herbert, American Alpha. And their opponents at a combined weight of 755 pounds, the Intercontinental Tag Team Champions, Brutus Walters and Wade Walters, the War Raiders.
So, an interesting little fact, American Alpha 2 has never challenged for these title belts and lost. So they've won before. They have defended the title and then lost to the Wolfpack, but they have never challenged, been the challengers for the title belts and lost. Are they going to keep that going here tonight? You know, you would think that, like, hey, that was, like, super tall for Brutus to get up there, but It's almost like every other wrestler, all he did was jump up about to his waist. Like where his waist is, that's how far that went up as far as that drop kick goes. We don't see a lot of that from the Walters brothers, but seeing it right now, and maybe we start seeing a little more stuff from them that we're not used to seeing. Maybe now that they have won these tag team title belts, maybe they're a little bit more. Maybe they're a little bit more like confident in what they're doing. And it looks like Wade's pants didn't make it in from the tailor. So we can see Brutus has on his brand new pants, but Wade wore Walters. Doesn't look like his pants made it back from the tailor. So wearing his older pants, but getting the tag in right now. And this is where normally if you're fighting against a bigger guy like this, there's only one guy on that tag team. Right now there's two. So it's not like Grady and Herbie aren't used to fighting against bigger guys, but this is the extreme. And still, the Walters brothers kind of take it back a little bit, you know what I mean? They kind of go back a little bit and a little bit old school, like even on their tag-ins. And just not the position that you really want to be in when this stuff's going on. Speaking of a position you don't want to be in, it's like eggs getting cracked right there. And Grady just confused on who the guy is, was going after the wrong guy, but now able to maybe I wouldn't have did that. I was going to say, he was kind of making some inroads. Oh, how did he do it? You can tell he didn't get him very far off the ground, but still able to get a suplex on Wade Moore Walters. And now, far be it from me to ever tell you what to do, what is going on. R2K, welcome to the show. R2K having a brand new look. You guys got to see it. Even though he wasn't the wrestler, you got to see it in the very first match. Him coming out with Shawn Sanders. And another egg cracker right there. Double headbutts coming right to the body of Herbie. So, you know, yeah, Herbie hasn't been in the match very long, but you want to get caught up real quick, just do that. Just let the big guys get after you real quick. And look, now the champions. Before, we didn't see a lot of quick tags coming from them. It's just not their style. But ever since the last, where their careers were on the line, starting to see a lot more cooperation between them. Maybe Nikita Walters has got her brother's a lot more focused right now, but Wade having some problems, and here we go. Little missile-assisted throw. Not really. We got hit with the real cold weather, but the snow just missed us. Got hit with a crap ton of rain and some ice, but it could have been worse. And this is probably what I would do with American Alpha. If I was American Alpha 2, I would just focus on keeping Wade in this match. Do not let Brutus back in this match. If Brutus gets back in this match, you're kind of back to square one again, where you've got issues. Oh, Wade, look at this! Not wanting to lose the match. Herbie able to kick out. Oh, that's just an owie. Look at that. Even Herbie knew. Now accidentally hit the referee, so she is down, but even Herbie knew that he might tap out right there. You see something like that in wowzers. Referee still down. And Wade kind of having things turned around right now. You would think he would get Brutus tagged back into this match. And look, he just stepped on him, but that is about 391 pounds of fun stepping on you. So I don't know what you did for your ab workout today, but it better have been a lot. Have 391 pounds step on you. Not the thing you're wanting to have happen. And Grady really trying to fight back right now, but you can see lots of damage being done to his body. And the champions right now back in control of this match. Wade War Walters playing it up, and that gives Grady enough time to get out. Grady then blocks. Wade War Walters giving Herbie the shot at getting in. Oh, that is not, again, that's not what you wanted to see. Nikita Walters gets involved, distracts Herbie, allows her brother Brutus to tackle Herbie down to the ground. And now Brutus getting on the next level. Brutus graduating to level 2 right now on American Alpha 2. And Herbie's just taking it to him over in their corner. He's like, hey, you wanted... Oh! Herbie went down, was going for the peaches. Brutus said, no thank you, sir. Peaches are not in season right now. It's too cold outside for peaches to be picked. And Grady's back in, but you gotta wonder how much more could Grady have in the tank? And Grady just, you can see the punishment his body is taking, his face is taken, like the whole 9 yards. He has dealt out quite a bit of punishment himself. But Brutus still has a lot left in the tank. And Grady, like, I would have probably, I know, oh, how did he get him up? Grady able to pick up Wade, now able to pick up Brutus, and pick him up again. Can he get it in? I don't even know how he got him over. Grabs both his legs, 1, 2. And Brutus kicking out in 2, but how did he kick out at all? Yeah, ref taking a lot of damage in this fight. And look, you can tell, like, it looks like Grady got in a car accident before this match. If American Alpha 2, they've done what they could do to put themselves in a position to win. Now, can they find a way to win? It didn't look like they were going to be in a position. They got themselves in a position to win, but can they find a way to win? It's two different things. Like, for a while, it didn't even look like they were going to find a way to be in a position to win at all. Brutus now getting Wade tagged back in. Grady getting back to his feet. And Rotro SpaghettiOs. This could be it. It could be all over. But the crying. Wade going up to the second rope, and that is a lot of weight to be putting on your shoulders. Herbie gets in again, and this time did a really good job to avoid hitting the referee. Wade now setting up for it. Almost hit him with the Walters family tradition, but back and forth these two guys go. Where it stops, only American Alpha 2 knows. And what is this? Oh, Herbie gets him up and back down. He didn't get him up very far. RC goes for the pin. And how did Wade War Walters kick out of that? Riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. Man, it feels good to be doing episode 40 with you guys. I did not think 3 days ago we were going to be able to do it. I thought we were done for the rest of the year until 2K26 dropped. We found a workaround, which is what we do, but we finally found a workaround. And now here we are looking like we should be able to finish Season 7 before Season 8 comes out and not have to finish it prematurely. Grady getting after it. Herbie, can he pull it off right now? Can Herbie find a way? Oh, I thought he was going to do it. What is going on, Jamar? Welcome to the show. Herbie now getting Grady tagged back in, and look, Grady's earned it. You know what I'm saying? If American Alpha 2 wins this, you can look at Grady and just know he earned it. But what a great match this was. It looked like the Walters brothers would absolutely run away with this, but unable to. And Grady at every single turn has found a way to stay in the match. Look how slow he's moving. Wade fighting back, Grady fighting back, both guys fighting back, and oh, that might be it. Look, it looks like Grady has nothing left in the tank right now. Brutus recognizes that. Herbie recognized that. And did that give Grady long enough to try to recover some bit? He's still fighting though, but jumps back in. Brutus waiting on him. Takes him over, drops him into that top rope. And still fighting. I thought he would have tried to get out of the ring, tried to get Herbie tagged in, but no. Still going after him. Using the ring. I was like, he's got to go for the pin. Like, he's got a shot. One. And only one count. That's got to scare you and be a little bit demoralizing if you are American Alpha 2. You look at the same thing going on. Oh, here we go again. Could this be it? Up and down, and again, it wasn't very far, but it was far enough. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and American Alpha 2 finds a way to win the Intercontinental Tag Team Championships.
Gray and Cowboy Herbert, American Alpha.
And again, this is what it comes back to, and this is why management put the Walters brothers on notice. When they do win the titles, you would think they'd set themselves up for a big run, and yet they're one and done. This also goes back to the point American Alpha 2 has never challenged for these tag team title belts and lost. So that stays. That stays in line with what has been going on with these title belts and them. They also become the very first tag team to win the Intercontinental Tag Team title belts twice. So now, Matt Storm had to vacate this title belt because he is on the Meltdown brand. The Outlaw, the brand new, newly designed Outlaw Championship will be on the line here tonight. The TCW Special Series title belts show no quarter to the champion. So we have no idea which one of these 8 wrestlers will be coming out, in what order, and how they're going to do it. All we know, Matt Storm not in this match.
The following is a gauntlet eliminator match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Elimination can occur anywhere in the arena. The match continues until one superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
Now, it is interesting as well.
Representing the 4 Horsemen from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Eagle Starman.
It is interesting as well because you look at what's going on with Matt Storm. You look at what happened with Blackheart. You look at what's going on with R2K. All these guys, former TCW Special Series Outlaw champions. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This has got to be the toughest championship to win. What's crazy, we have started the TCW.
And from Redburn, Alabama, weighing in at 247 pounds, Jay Wagner.
We have started the TCW Hall of Legends. Now, there's been no Hall of Legends induction class that has happened, but there have been deeds that have been put into the Hall of Legends. If you defend a title belt 10 straight times, that deed will be put in the Hall of Legends. You'll see me post this in the community on YouTube. I make a card for you that says what the deed was, and it says Hall of Legends at the top of it. So we've seen Ozzy with the 13 title defenses. We've seen 2 from Totes with the 11 title defenses. And we've seen 1 from Matt Storm with the 10 title defenses of the United States title. All 4 of those deeds have been put into the TCW Hall of Legends. Something else has happened as well. Rated R2K also, one of his deeds being put in the Hall of Legends because it's so crazy. He won this belt by starting off at the number 1 spot and pinning all 7 competitors. So that deed, too, has been put into the Hall of Legends. But right now, you got Eagle Star of the 4 Horsemen. You got Jace Wagner with his brand new Jace of Spades card. Yeah, that's pretty bad apples. In the ring, Eagle Star with the brand new 4 Horsemen badging and logos. They're in, yeah. So yeah, Matt Storm, that's what happens. You're on the Meltdown brand right now. We don't know, moving forward with the SSU stuff, what's going on. You're on the Meltdown brand, and now we have split up where the TCW Special Series title belt for the Meltdown brand is the Survival title. If you're on the Outbreak brand, it is the Outlaw title. So you end up vacating the title, just like Chilovak had to vacate his the Survival title. So But they're going to be on their respective shows now moving forward. So, and you still have your briefcase for the Meltdown World Championship. So who knows when that's going to happen as well. Then again, who knows which way you go? Do you go the way of SSU? Do you go the way of TCW? Which contract are you signing in this universe? We don't know. What's going on, Monstar? Welcome to the show. Love that. Really appreciate that, brother. Two, guys, go check out Monstar's channel. He runs a crazy federation over there. Very unique. The Beast now coming down at the number 3 spot. And what makes this title belt so tough to win? It starts out 2-on-2. At 2-minute intervals, people start coming down to the ring. No more than 4 people, though, can be in the ring at one time. So the timer will stop once 4 people are in the ring, and it won't start again until somebody gets eliminated. Absolutely crazy. And the Beast, that's another one. We have seen where the Beast has signed his SSU contract. But there are still a couple titles while we're going through this. And the Special Series titles are one of them. There will be a cutoff at some point, and it might be Season 8. There will be a cutoff at some point where that won't be allowed. But for right now, it is allowed. You're going to start seeing some people taking advantage of it. Management, though, putting the Beast into this. And we've seen the Beast have a lot of success in these last few matches, but already a 2 count. Oh, Eagle Star trying to end the night of Jace Wagner right now, trying to collect that bounty. Will he be able to collect it? Hooks the leg. 1, 2. So yeah, not everybody has picked their sides. Not everybody has signed their contracts. But what makes this so unique? What is the Beast doing? Jace held on. What? What was that? The Beast pulling that right out of the old Kisiadora. But now, Tiber Macklin making his way down to the ring. Eagle going out to meet him. Did a little hooty-hoo and met him halfway out there. The Beast getting after Jace, and now, like I said, the timer is stopped. Until one of these 4 guys leave the ring, the timer will not release anybody from the back area. But yeah, a lot of people, like their arguments like, I'll be in all the universes, and you can be, you absolutely could be. But the SSU and the TCW is one universe. So which side do you pick? You know what I mean? That's what it'll start coming down to. Oh yeah, you still got the important thing. Really, you look at the Special Series titles, those are more bragging rights or up-and-comers. Like, right now. Oh! Jace Wagner just put the Beast out. Must have hit him with the Jace of Spades. Which is one of the 2 most deadliest finishers I've ever seen in my life. And look, right now, until that cutoff line is made, TCW wrestlers trying to protect their titles. They don't protect them all, believe you me. We have seen one contract already get lost, and that was Blackheart. who is a multi-time TCW world champion, but Blackheart's contract lost in a contract match. So 2 minutes are back on the clock right now. Who is going to be the next wrestler to come out? This is the match before the main event, where Blaise McCoy will be challenging for the Outbreak World Title Belt held by Vipero Jr. And you look at the guys in the ring. Eagle Star has won the World Championship. Jace Wagner hasn't won the World Champion, but he's more of your hardcore guy, and he's been in this universe for 7 seasons. You're right, if you're counting at home, there's only been 7 seasons. And Jace looks, if you go back and watch, I think it's episode 18 of season 1. It's 8 or 18, it's one of the two. Jace Wagner could be blamed for the TWO's formation. That's how far back it goes. It was called the NWO at the time, but the NWO turns in. What? What was that? He just put the bounty collector on Jace Wagner from a position I have never seen before in my life. 1, 2, 3. And if that don't let you know what kind of wrestler Ty is, Ty taking advantage of Eagle, putting the bounty collector on Jace, catching Jace and Eagle both on guard, off guard with that pin, and now in control of Eagle Star. I don't know what would tell you. I don't know what that would tell you, but Jace making his way out of the ring. And now the next wrestler gonna get brought out from the back. Who is it gonna be? Bobby O? Hacksaw? No, it is Ed Cardozo. This is crazy. 2. On this piece of paper I wrote out, what is going on, Fusion Skulls? Welcome to the show. Jiggles, welcome to the show. On this piece of paper, I wrote, so I would remember who was in the match, the names of the wrestlers. And so far, because it's random, I don't know who's, so far I wrote them all in order. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's try to guess who the last wrestler is going to be released from the back. We got 3 wrestlers left. Oh, look at that. Eagle's like, hey, don't be getting in here and messing our stuff up. Don't be jumping in here and just messing things up, you know what I mean? I'm going to write the name of the last 3 guys. You vote on who you think the last wrestler to be released is going to be. Doing good. Really glad to see you guys in here. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff will be happening in the last match as well. We have already seen the rise and transformation of the total world order. What is that going to mean for E-Federation Wrestling? Don't know. Now, Ed just recently saw that he lost the Cruiserweight Championship. Just recently we saw him lose that, but now finding himself in the ring, fighting for the toughest championship on the face of this planet to win. And that is the Outlaw title belt. Get your votes in. Who's going to be the last person released in this match? And JW Caliber is next. Look at the state of that Eagle Star getting the pin on Ty. And Eagle Star from the first position, still in this match. Eagle still in this match, so still trying to do something only one other guy's done. But with Jace getting the first pin, Ty getting the second pin, look, Eagle's setting up a table. He's like, hey, let's get this on. Like, let's not even mess around. Oh, and Ed showing you the agility. Oh, you didn't know? Getting knocked into that table right there. But Ed turning it back around. Now remember, Eagle Star's the one. Oh, that's his finisher. That might be all over for Eagle. 1, 2. And look, you look at this point in the match. How did Eagle kick out of that? You look at how brutal this match is. Eagle starting out from the first spot. How did he kick out? Unreal. And that's what I would do if I was Eagle too. I would jump out of this ring right now and give these guys a chance to you know, fight it out. Enjoy some of their time in the ring. And I would just take a little bit of a breather. Ed now walking Eagle over to the table. And JW Caliber saves him. Saves Eagle Star from going through a table. I'm shocked that Caliber didn't walk over there and throw him through the table himself. Like say, oh. And look, this goes to show you that no good deed goes unpunished. Caliber saves Eagle from going through the table. Eagle grabs him and then throws him through the table. And even though he went through a table, JW Caliber able to kick out into now Ed putting up, getting ready to hit him. Oh! Caliber tries to block it, but a table and a finisher. And Ed goes ahead and gets the pin. So Eagle Star still in the match. We are down really to the last 4 competitors. Anytime now, we're going to see either Bobby O or Sam Hacksaw come through that ring. And look, Bobby O being one of the bigger guys in the TCW, that is not good news for whoever's left in the ring. Oh, that's a big smash down right on top of the chair. Is that going to be it? 1, 2. And let's make it even worse. I was wrong myself on the last 2 people. Everything else was right. The last 2 people I had reversed. So now we know Bobby O will be the last person coming out to the ring. So if you bet Bobby O, then you were right. Oh! Oh! I was going to say a little double team, but it didn't take Ed long to turn it around. And get the win right there. Now, I'm going to put these guys' name in the order they've come out for the last 4. Who is going to become the brand new champion? Ed now hooking the leg, 2. I don't even get. You can look at the back of Eagle Star and see how much and how long and how hard he has fought. Eagle Star, even so slow right now. Oh, wow, double axe handle, like that was crazy. Eagle Star's like, hey, I can't go fast, so let me try to go. No, that has got to be it right there. The final. And Ed finally gets Eagle Star out of the match, but what a phenomenal performance. Sam Hacksaw, ever since losing, or ever since facing off against his stalker, has now been on another level. Now the brand new look of Sam Hacksaw revealed here tonight. Can he parlay that into the hardest championship to win on the men or the women's side? Whatever he just did, though, gave himself the best shot at winning this title. Bobby O coming out fresh. Sam Hacksaw relatively fresh. But you can see this is going to be tough. Is it going to be Bobby O or will it be Sam Hacksaw? Bobby O now put it to Sam. This would be a huge win for either one of these wrestlers. Like when you look at it at the end of the day, this would be a huge win for either one of them. And it will be their first Survival Championship win. Regardless, doesn't matter which one wins it, it will be their first. But who is it going to be? We have seen a lot of things here tonight. We have got a crazy main event lined up for us as well. But what a way to lean into this. Sam Hacksaw getting a shot here to really prove that like he's on a new route. Bobby O really getting a shot right here. Oh, he threw those, but Sam getting out of the way. Oh, and I don't even know how you get up. You hit Frankie Two Fingers like that, and it would be over for me. I'd be done. It would be all over but the crying. I would still be crying. And you can see the falls count anywhere. You can't hide when it comes to the Outlaw title. There is no place to run. There is no place to hide. You want to be outside? That's fine. You want to get on the cobblestones? You do what you want to do. But it all counts. Bobby O picking up Sam again. And man, look, you got to hand it to Sam to be able to take this kind of punishment and still be trying to fight back. You do that to Frankie Two Fingers, and I'm out. I'm not having it. Then again, if I would have saw Bobby O walk down the thing, I would have been out. And that is his finisher. Does that do it? 1, 2, 3. And if you guessed Bobby O, you guessed right.
Here is your winner, and new Pro Wrestling Extreme Fighting Champion, the All-American Bobby O.
What a huge win for Bobby O. We have seen a lot of success in matches this year. We have seen some success with some hardcore matches this year, and now winning the toughest championship you could possibly win. And seriously, you look at the very first winner, Gruning. You look at Rated R2K doing something that actually got him in the Hall of Legends. The Deed got him in the Hall of Legends by pinning all the people. Blackheart, Brooklyn Joker, Vipero Jr., Matt Storm, and now Bobby O. So Bobby O, huge shout out to you. Big win here tonight. And Sam doing some things that, where he ends up getting in control, put himself in the best possible position to win the match. Just didn't quite work out for him tonight. But you can see Sam Hacksaw very much on his way down his own path and down a new path than the one he was on. He mentioned tonight it's on the Intercontinental Champion to win the match. Sam Hacksaw has been a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Maybe he gets that here tonight. Now, Totes, not even on this show, but gonna walk down just to make sure no shenanigans happen. Totes has wrestled Vipero before, if you remember. It's what set Vipero down, that United States streak that he was on. Won it, or defended it 6 times in a row. But he was the one that beat Totes. So, Totes just wanting to make sure that everything stays on the up and up in this match.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Look at the state of this. The brand new logo of Blaise. The hook, line, and sinker now on the front of his jersey. Making his way down to the ring. Waiting for this world title shot. Getting it here tonight after winning the Intercontinental title belt. Then losing it to the current champion, Sean Sanders, but that freeing him up to get the world title shot here tonight. Remember, too, Totes has taken the SSU world title. I thought we would see it here tonight, but apparently we're not. He didn't bring it down, so what's up with that? We don't know. And now the Outbreak world champion making his way down to the ring with the brand new badging of the TCW and the all new logo of the Vipers. That's a big one right there. Like, that's right back into who's going to win this match. There's your chance to vote. Get your vote on. Get it while it's hot. Main event of the evening.
Introducing the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 297 pounds, Blaise. And his opponent from Santa Fe, New Mexico, weighing in at 205 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Snake, Vipero.
So you can see both men ready to get it on right now. And you look at the size of Vipero, you look at the size of Blaise, obvious. We see where the power is, we see where the speed is going to be. But don't think for 1 second that Vipero is not used to wrestling big guys. When he won the Outlaw, or the Outlaw Championship, he beat Brooklyn Jokers to do it. When you go back and you look at just some of the people, he beat Jakai for the Outbreak World Championship. So he's been fighting and wrestling on the big stage for quite some time. You know, even going back and looking at when he had his run as the United States champion, beat Totes Magotes, beat Eagle Star, beat Sawyer, beat Jakai, beat Bama Boys, lost it to Rowdy, but still absolutely amazing streak with the U.S. title belt. So can he try to stabilize the title belt here tonight, or is Blaise going to win his very first TCW World Championship and win the Outbreak World title? We're going to find out by the end of the night. Part of the thing that makes Vipero so dangerous, though, is when he can hit you with the snake bite or the constrictor out of nowhere. Then you look at Blaise and Blaise's style. If Blaise gets rolling, Blaise can hit you with a hook line. You're laying on the ground, and next thing you know, Blaise has got you a hook, line, and sinker. You're like, what just happened? Like, seriously, what? I was laying here. I thought we were cool. Thought you might, punch me a couple times. And then next thing you know, hook, line, and sinker, brat roast SpaghettiOs, top of the scunion to you. Your match is over. So both these guys have the ability, whether they look like they're down, whether they look like they're out, to hit and win a match. And you're just like, you're left like going, what's going down? Now, you would think that Vipero would absolutely want to start controlling the pacing of this match. Easier said than done, yes. But you would think that if Vipero's going to win this match against a much bigger opponent, that he's going to have to do it by controlling the pacing. He's going to have to do it now. Like, he can't wait to see what goes downtown, Julie Brown. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to get on it. And you look at it and you're like, okay, well, maybe his moves aren't as strong, but that's not what's it. Oh, that's it. That's a snake bite. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there wasn't even a setup for it. Blaise able to find the antidote, apparently, and able to kick out, but I guarantee Blaise didn't see that coming. And look, Vipero, now he's all over the ring. You look at a guy like JP, Vipero. Oh, Blaise setting up, waiting on it. Little smash and dash right there. Has him picked up. Vipero trying to recover, but Blaise has got the power game working right now. Huge slam. And now taking him over into the corner. What is he doing here? Down on the ground he goes. And look, going up to the top. Vipero trying to get out of the way. Now Vipero fighting to get back to his feet. And we have seen this from Blaise. Not a lot of stuff do we see off the top rope. And look, their manager absolutely distracting the ref. Blaise is like, what's going on? Totes yelling at the ref. Says, forget this. Let's hook this up. Let's remove this and Rot-Row Raggy. 1, 2. Oh! You want to talk about 2 and 99/100ths. Here we go again. Blaise trying to lock it in. Vipero, though, fighting through it, and now Totes might have just cost Blaise the match. That exposed turnbuckle pad, probably meant for Vipero. Blaise ends up taking it right in the chest, and now look, the referee sees it. She's trying to get that back on. Vipero lands that Hurricane Rana this time. And we know, we saw it before. Snake bite. I'm not the one who's so far away when the 3, and Vipero comes up with a massive world title defense.
And still World Heavyweight Champion, the Snake Vipero.
You look at why Vipero got the world title shot in the first place, and then to step in the ring with the likes of Blaise McCoy and able to defend his title against a guy so much bigger than him. And again, it's not like Vipero's not used to getting in the ring with bigger guys, but still gets in the ring and finds a way to hold off the attack of Blaise. And Blaise was on the verge. I'm saying Blaise was like 3 seconds away from becoming the brand new world champion. Vipero finds a way to get out of the second hook, line, and sinker. And turn things around. Absolutely crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Who would have saw any of that coming? And what a crazy night, guys. Again, we have seen what looks like the start of the transformation of the TWO. It makes me wonder, Frankie Two Fingers, it makes me wonder, are we going to start seeing the TWO in the SSU? Maybe. Are they done recruiting? We know there's been another member of the TWO who recently started wearing the SSU colors, but then last night on an SSU program started chanting TCW. So has Andrew Dubbs made his decision where he's going to be? Does he go back to the TWO? Is he welcome? Like, I don't think he left on bad terms with the TWO. Is he in the TWO? We don't know. We didn't see him here tonight, but that doesn't mean he's not in the TWO. What is that going to mean? We've seen Matt Storm have to vacate his title tonight because it's changing brands. And then we see the brand new champion, Bobby O, come out, getting his shot, taking advantage of it, coming out last and getting a shot to win it and doing it. So lots of things going on. Sean Sanders, again, we don't know where Sean Sanders stands. He is the current Intercontinental title. Sam Hacksaw mentioning, hey, it's up to an Intercontinental champion to determine whatever. Then Sean Sanders, he goes out and gets that win tonight. Was that maybe something where Sam Hacksaw's like, hey, I want to get back in. I'm going to try to become a 3-time champion of the Intercontinental title. We don't know. Grady and Herbie getting a big win against the Walters brothers. Sky Scott getting a shot now. She's the #1 contender for the world title. Like, don't get me wrong. Good that you won that match, but your prize is you got to face off against Ozzy. Like, how that might not be good. Getting the second TCW Women's Intercontinental Championship holder ever in Rebecca Dawn Absolutely crazy. Nikita Walters trying to ambush the hardcore legend Monica Monroe, and Monica still finding a way to come out on top. Robbo cleared by the medical staff. So there's just been a lot of crazy things going on here in the TCW. And if you notice, everybody's got their own, and we haven't been able to do, because of all the stuff that's happened inside the universe, I didn't even think I'd be able to have another show until 26 came out. So we haven't done the podcast because I've been working to try to get that fixed. Now that it is fixed, we can have a podcast about it, trying to line things up with Solo to go over that. But you can see all the badging now in TCW. Absolutely authentic. Absolutely crazy. But all of it authentic. We've got, and you could tell, like, everybody's got pictures of themselves, in-game pictures. That's what these guys look like in-game. Now, I can't upload or download anything from here on out in this particular, in 2K25, unless, let me check my email real quick. Nope, still nothing's going down there. I'm trying to see if 2K can help me fix some things. Hasn't worked out as of yet. Guys, we're in the bonus part of this, by the way. You can see all the brand new renders. They're not perfect, but we're getting there. We're a little bit smaller, but it's a long story. When I show you what happens in the podcast, you'll see why. But I can fix it for the next game. I now know how to do it. But before I fix it, I want to make sure that is the real fix. It changes every game. It's the beauty of it. But guys, yeah, lots of stuff going on here. Lots of really cool things happening. Few of you out there still left to make decisions. You have time. Don't get me wrong. We are not up against the deadline as of yet. But that deadline is approaching. So when you're looking at what's going on in these storylines, and you're like, no, I want to be in all universes, super good news. We are going to have 2 federations in one universe. You just have to pick your side. That doesn't mean that's how it is forever, but it's a lot of cool things that we'll talk about in the podcast. A lot of really neat storylines, if we can pull it off, if we can do it. So, but guys, for everybody here at the Totes My Goats Wrestling Network, to all of you out there, remember, it is so important, and it is no important than it is right now, to become leaders in your community. Stop letting people divide you, divide us. Doesn't matter what side you're on. You're on the left, you're on the right, you're on the up, you're on the down. Like, it does not matter what side you're on. We can have differences of opinion, and we can absolutely get along. We can have differences of opinion, and it doesn't mean that you're calling somebody Hitler or a Nazi or a fascist or any other stupid thing that you might want to say. It's not like that at all. So stop letting people divide you, and in everyday life. And just because somebody's mad at you doesn't mean you have to be mad at them. Doesn't mean you have to react. Oh, why did you do your thing? Oh, because that's what they did. They did it, so I did it. Come on. You guys are better than that. If you're here, I got to believe you're smarter than that. You know what I mean? This is an amazing community. I'm glad, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you. Go out and show the world what this community already knows about you. Be a leader in your community. Step up to the plate, and let's start showing people a better way. Be the example they need to see that there's a different way. And that is going to do it for us here. So for all of us here at the Totes My Goats Wrestling Network, to all of the wrestling fans out there of every E-Federation, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Go out and be the change the world needs to see. and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.